So in the Prior Leadership Program, you get to go on a trip your sophomore year. It's called Outward Bound. You go to the Florida Everglades for 12 days. You spend 9 of those days out in the Everglades with your crew, you call it, which is about 8 students and 2 instructors. You canoe, you go through the wildlife, you learn things. You are basically self-sufficient for 9 days and live off of just limited resources. So we canoed, I think, 120 miles in that time. So it's a really challenging experience, and it really pushes you to your limits. But it's a really good experience also.
Limited resources. Would you talk about that for a moment?
You get the basics. You get water. You get a sleeping bag, a tent. You get as much food as you need. That's it. No bed. No ice for your water, which is it's really nice to have ice in your water. No air conditioning. Nothing like that. You're just out in the wild. No shower. It's a really humbling experience also. So just not used to those everyday commodities that you take for granted. So I definitely appreciate those a lot more now.
I'm sure there are some obvious reasons why they do that, but what are some of those reasons?
Really, the main reason, the main goal of the school is to expand your comfort zone. So you have a comfort zone that you come in with, that you're comfortable with doing these things, and then you have a zone outside of that, like you're uncomfortable with doing things outside of that zone. So the goal is to expand your comfort zone, so you're used to doing more uncomfortable things. So then in turn you can expand your uncomfort zone and do more things that are uncomfortable and be okay with it. So that's the main goal, and it really helps you find yourself as a person. You're never used to living like that. We're used to so many things every day that just come so easily. It's just like breathing. You wake up in a bed, you don't even realize it. So just everything that you can be thankful for on a daily basis is multiplied by 100 when you come back from a trip like that. So even little things now. I've been back for almost 2 weeks or over a week now, and I still think of things. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I get to do that because I'm back. So it's a really humbling experience, really good experience.
A life-changing experience for you?
I would say so. I've never been put in a situation where I had to be with a group and survive and have people depend on me. At the beginning of the trip, we would start out learning things. Our instructors would teach us how to live, how to do things, how to cook our food, just the basics, how to navigate through the Everglades. And then by the last 2 days, we would have to do all that stuff on our own. So just being put in an extreme situation, from learning to doing so quickly and in a place where none of us had ever been before. Just, it's dangerous. There's alligators, just snakes, anything you can think about. They don't even, it's not even a place that they know much about because of how many, there's mangroves everywhere. I mean, they just can't explore all of it. It's a very, very distinct ecosystem that a lot of different things can thrive in. So
did you get up close and personal with any of the wildlife?
I did. I got close to some alligators within arm's reach, so that was really interesting. Close to some dolphins, got to see a manatee, some tarpon, which are a really cool fish, a really cool sport fish, some sea turtles, lots of pelicans, lots of really neat birds, a roseate spoonbill. Just they have some really neat wildlife down there. That was one of the best parts of the trip, just exploring the wildlife, learning about the Everglades, just living in it, because those animals aren't used to people, so you can get a lot closer and a lot more interactive with those animals like that. And that was a really good part of the trip that I enjoyed a lot.
Bryson, it's your second year in the Jewel basketball program. Have you kind of discovered your role this year on the team?
Definitely. I really like the team this year. Really like the team chemistry, how we've bonded together and how we've come together. We brought in a lot of new guys this year, so just finding my role was a little bit different this year because last year was my first year, so I was really excited. I didn't know what to expect, and this year I know a little bit more about the feel of college basketball and where I'm at and what I'm supposed to do on this team, and just it's good to see our team come together how it has, and as conference plays starting up, just I'm really hopeful that we can do some big things in conference this year and keep growing as a team, because that's the most important thing. Just get better every game, get better in practice every day. So that's what we try to do, and that's what I try to help our team do. So
take a moment, if you would, and say hello to your parents and your siblings, and tell us a little bit about them.
I'll say hi to my parents, Jeff and Carol. They live back home in Lincoln. My brother Trent lives with them. He plays junior high basketball. He really enjoys that. My mom is an administrative assistant at Lincoln High School in our hometown. My dad, he's a transit driver for Airgas. So they like to come up to the games. They have a good time with that. They like to support the team. So, and I also have a sister. She lives in Pleasant Hill, Missouri. She's a teacher there, so she enjoys that too. They all come up to the games whenever they can. It's also my grandma's 80th birthday in a couple weekends, so that's really special to me. So my grandparents are special to me. So and they're getting older, and it's just nice to recognize them in this time. So.
Well, I'm glad you had a chance to say hello to them. What are you going to do when you get out of school here at Jewel?
I'm majoring in physics and economics right now, so hopefully I'm going to try to either go to graduate school and complete my engineering degree, or hopefully find something in the physics and economics that can maybe combine them. They're closely related. Through the prior leadership program, I have to do 2 internships, and I've been in the career mentor program this past semester, and I plan to keep continuing that, which is where I get paired up with someone in a field of interest and learn about their field and everything. So hopefully I can narrow that down as I get closer to graduation, but I'm really open to a lot of things right now. Hopefully my degrees keep those things open also. So.